Hello.
Hi, Oksana. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Lottie?
Yeah, pretty good. It's very sunny today.
It's rain here.
Um,
Too much rain.
yeah. Okay, so let's start. Would you
Uh-huh.
like to introduce yourself?
Okay. Okay. Before we get started, let me tell the audience our plan first. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, in our first part, I will introduce Open Plan and our coming collection.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, Lottie will advise from regarding the West meets East strategies, and then we will share some ideas together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
okay. Well, let me get started with the screen sharing for the first part about us.
okay.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes, hopefully.
Okay. We Open Plan was launched with an aiming of young, chic, and conscious act for sustainable fashion. We
Mm-hmm.
hope our design to be loved a long time, but we want no more pretty things with plastic in the name of fashion. Because
Okay.
plastic, yeah, destroys natural ecosystem. So we try to design plastic-free vegan collection.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have customer in Korea and mainland China, Hong Kong, and Singapore in Asia, and America, UK, Italy, Israel, Australia, and Canada. And we have no regional target actually, but taste the target, I'm saying, who loves nature and is conscious on social environmental issues. Yeah, about our coming collection, we are designing under the theme Along the Wind. I got inspiration from the picture that I took during my trip to Southern Ireland a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
While I watched the pictures, I found that they were full of wind. I watched the pictures several times before, but it was the first time I found wind. Then, yeah, I started to think about the nature of wind first. Soft, but sometimes so strong, moving, energetic, as if it were alive. The wind goes over the line on the map or the walls on the ground. I felt like it sends me a message for this era with hatred and quarrels and inequality around the world. And I realized the words wind, 바람, feng, duoli, or whatever we use in many diverse cultures, they are something invisible but powerful, which is also used for expecting and longing for social changes that are driven by the power of many people. So, and Klein's words just came into my mind. Clothes won't change the world. The women who wear them will. And what we want to tell you through this collection is small ripples can make big waves along the wind. For this Helsinki Fashion Week, common commitment for every designer was to design with only use what already existed. So we designed this collection with well-qualified stocks, still plastic-free, vegans such as Tencel, organic cotton, linen, Cupro, and nut buttons. And this is what we use for this collection. As you see the chart, and as I mentioned, we try to have a plastic-free vegan collection with regenerated and natural fibers. For our design, we wanted to use a simple line highlighting the basic elements of design. So we have a square and diagonal lines to find something new in the symbols. For our color palettes, we are using earth beige and sky blue, dandelion yellow, green and lilac, going with summer black and white. And yeah, and here I'm so happy to show a part of our collection with you. I will be quiet for a while.
Okay.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you. Yeah, so yeah, this is who we are and our general information, and this is about what we are preparing for this Helsinki Fashion Week. And yeah, here I will finish screen sharing now.
The phone ringing and the vibration was in the video, or right? Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. The background music. So I was like wondering that my phone. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do you think?
Yeah, it's a like you explain, actually, like you try to like your all of the choices of your color with the wind. I like the concept. I think wind could be like really strong, right, in the nature. And if you mix them, you mix the fashion and the nature part, and but I think, because since I can't see them like physically, it may reach a kind of impact, you know what I mean? So maybe if there's like a physical event where I can maybe touch the texture to, I don't know,
right.
behind you, or for this new season, right? Would you like to like show me the real pieces behind you?
Yeah, which piece do you want to see?
Like you want, like as you wish. How many pieces you have in total in this collection?
Yeah, we have actually 8 looks and 20 pieces for Helsinki Fashion Week. But for entire collection, we will have more items. it will
Right.
be ready for September, and this is just a part of our whole collections.
Right.
And yeah, what else? Yeah, it's the most it's the
Like,
most
your
difficult question. Just one pick. Yeah, I just this is a cotton.
Right.
Yeah, and it has a square neckline and a square things featured.
Okay.
And this is pencil jacket. Pencil jackets and pants.
Okay.
And we have lots of linen and lami things. Can you see the texture?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to feel the texture.
Yeah. All of your products are made in Korea?
Yes, right.
Okay.
We are manufacturing here. We work with the local manufacturers.
Okay, great. Okay, well, so you have other things to about yourself, about your brand to share with me before I start to share with you like the West Meet East, right? Yeah.
What else? About manufacturing sites. Yeah, we think working with a local partner is important because of in many reasons. The first, we can reduce the distance of logistics, and also we can contribute for the growth of economy, for social economy and healthy society. And I think, I also appreciate the Fashion Revolution's work about they speak about makers in front of the fashion industry. I think it is really important. I mean, we have to care people who work with together. So that is this is another our values. This is not about styles or fashion things, but it's also connected important value as well. And also we think not only about style and business, but also how we contribute to our society or nature is another our important missions.
Okay.
So we try to find something we can help or we can do. So for example, we plant trees in Korea.
Oh,
and not only in Korea, a lot of reason or a lot of countries are suffer from fire and flood, and I'm sorry to flood in China as well. So we don't forget we can do this thing, I mean fashion, thanks to nature. So we have to do something for nature, also society. So we are trying to find something we can help.
Okay. So because like you know in emails I already mentioned that to you. I remember like last season in Helsinki you were there,
right?
You presented your collection. That was like 2020, right? Like last year. So like why Helsinki? I mean, how like Finland is not the nearest country to Korea, I imagine, right?
Yeah. Why Helsinki is as we pursue sustainable fashion, we want to work with something sustainable or someone sustainable. And as our research, Helsinki fashion was the one of the pioneering about sustainable fashion. So we wanted to join them, and we participate in twice. Yeah, that is our reason. And thankfully we as participating in this Helsinki Fashion Week, we can have experiment with the digital transformation as well. So we've learned a lot of things, and we can think about digital and nature and fashion, a lot of things, and it was very good time and very meaningful.
Okay.
So that's why.
Okay, so let me ask you like a quick question. Earlier you showed me a map of your like selling point in the world there, like in Asia, in Israel, if I remember correctly. There are like some countries in Nordic countries or like in Central Europe.
In Europe, we have a customer, Italy and UK and Israel.
You have
now.
Here? I mean, here you have stockist or?
Yeah, stockist.
Okay.
Yeah, boutique shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, so this is also the part like I want to share with you, because since you asked me about like East meets West meets
right.
East. First of all, because I'm a Chinese journalist. I'm living in France, so I try my best to understand both markets, which are totally different. So for you, West meets East, because these two words are even too big, West, East. How do you define that? West, there are Europe, there are United States, there are so many countries, right? And East, there are like Korea, there are China, there are mainland China, Hong Kong. So each market are so different. So I think it will be a little bit complicated for me to explain such a short time. But I think I can try to share with you like a brief idea. Say that why I ask you like where are your stockists for now, because I think it really depends on your strategy. For example, you are a Korean brand. I've already checked your website, but I saw that like in the bar, in the menu bar, it's written in English, but when you click, and even links are in Korea, which I don't understand. So all the Western people, they can't understand either. So I mean, if you position yourself as international brand, or I don't know, you can be a Korean brand, but your target could be like international market. So I suggest at least to maybe to change all the language into English, which is like here. And in the future, maybe when you have more budget or you want to expand your brand, you could have even different languages in different brands, which many brands do. But for I understand you're like you're still like in the beginning status, so maybe like try to reduce the Korean words. And I saw you put like Korean and English like bilingual, but I remember correctly you put Korean and then English, or you know what I mean. So try to just make it clear and to everyone from all over around the world. So maybe this is the very simple hint to start. And what else? And so you are so now do you have like an exact opinion about your positioning yet, or not? Like you really want to develop in like which markets will be your next step?
As I said during my presentation, I think I don't want to specify any regional market. If I just to think about China or let's say Europe, there are so many countries and there are so many people, so many tastes. We can tell European market is something like that. It's impossible. And I believe there are certain people who will love our styles.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will be our market. So now I don't try to design with a certain stereotype styles, you know.
Yeah, I totally understand, and I agree with you. Because you know there are big market, there are like exciting markets such as China. Like I saw like brands try to adapt, adapt themselves to create a kind of thing for this specific market, yeah, which makes sense in this way. But I don't know, maybe for you, for your strategy, you do, I totally agree with you, like what you said earlier. It's like you do what you like, what you do, what you really want to do. And your audience will find you, because for sure we're in the so big planet, and there are your audience out there. Just so you are how to say that, what you should do is to let your audience find you. So yeah, right. So you like try to spread yourself, your voice. So you let like maybe more people to know you, to hear you, to hear about you, to see your DNA, as we call like DNA of the brand.
Yes, right.
And maybe to appreciate you. So with this procedure, I think that will be your goal. And now I see you already totally understand that, because for designer, especially like designers who just started, I always worried about like designers. They see, okay, so this works really good in this market, so I will do the same thing, to make profits. Where so that will just reduce the diversity in the fashion world. A little bit pity, but from what I see, you totally get it. So yeah, keep going. This is for this part. And what else? Like you already I understand, like maybe at the beginning you don't have a big budget to do all the marketing PR thing.
That's right.
So like like attending a fashion week which suits you is a very good way. For example, fashion week, we have to say that it's not, Helsinki Fashion Week is not for mass market, right? I think we're it's a like more it's a niche market. So if you think that this fashion week works good for you, you should continue to do that too, because it takes time for sure. You can't.
Yeah,
like,
right.
yeah, it happens sometimes, but it's very few cases, especially for you are a sustainable brand, like you explained at the beginning. You use they get all of this, and I know that sustainability costs a lot. It's very expensive. So plus this is not I mean, it's not for mass market. So maybe here you will find from Helsinki Fashion Week, from this platform, you can find your community, which is very very important for a designer brand, especially for a not so big house, So find your community. They might not very like a lot of people. Maybe you can find, if you can find 1,000 people, they really appreciate your brand, and I'm sure you can be successful, because community is very very important for designer brands.
Yes, I totally agree. And yeah, participating in this designer residency, yeah, I feel that too. I mean, yeah, I can meet you and I can talk to you in this chance of a designer residency, and I can meet another designer, 3D, designer. Yeah. So yeah, it was a really good experience. Yeah.
Yeah. And one more thing is, because actually I said this to Naya yesterday as well. It's another Korean, for me, it's like, because I'm Asian, like we're Asian in this case. I think we should, not only Asian, everybody, we should keep our identity, authenticity. It's like, because you're Korean, you keep your culture, like the culture which influences you. If you are a Korean, you try to bring traditional things, so bring traditional thing. Sometimes because we ignore that the charm, the charming part of our original culture, because we're so familiar with that, right? Like we see that every
Right.
times. I saw, for example, today for you, I put this a very traditional Chinese necklace. It's a gift from a friend. So all of this, sometimes I just put, far away from me. I thought, oh, it's boring, because I saw that from when I was 10 old. So I like to see the European world, to see the other thing. But sometimes we forgot, actually, this is our culture. This is the thing which influence us. So I am what I am because of all of this. So if you are like influenced by your own culture, so try to keep it, and of mix with other experiences. But what I'm trying to say is to keep your own culture, which is a very important thing for me, and I think for everybody. Voila.
Yeah, thank you for your advice, especially for the cultural things. And I really hope to work with, Korean heritage, but it is really hard for me. But still, when I have a chance, I try first, and then still I cannot find a good result, but I will try again and again.
Yeah. But there's a long way to go. But keep going, and at the end of the day, we can find what we want, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, and I hope I can see you like in person one day soon.
Yeah, soon.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So take care. Bye bye.
Yeah, talk soon.
Talk soon.